I wanted to show you what a crossbow can do right now in Modern Warfare Z. Here I have the thermite-tipped crossbow bolts as well as the napalm ammo mod. For some reason I ended up getting a weapons cache or safe mission inside of an infested stronghold. It didn't click on me until I actually went in, and as I'm going up on the safe, I noticed I was in an infested area. Now, for whatever reason, I decided not to clear the stronghold before starting the mission. I don't know what was going through my head at the time, but you go big or go home, right? Now, the crossbow bolts have thermite tips on them, so that the damage that you do, you have to mitigate it with PhD flopper. For those of y'all that are wondering, well, just what good does PhD flopper do? Well, it keeps you from taking damage from those player incendiaries. So if you are a party member running with something like these thermite tipped deals, or if one of y'all is running with a grenade launcher and is spamming that, you're going to want to mitigate that damage. I'm going to show the full clear of this building, but if you want to jump past it and you don't want to sit there and watch it, I put the weapon build at the end. I've also put timestamps separating the building clear versus the weapons cache part of it. Now, oftentimes you'll see me lay down kind of suppressing fire if I can't tell what's coming through, because the zombies aren't going to want to cross those little thermite bombs there. If they haven't already been hit with one, it's going to stop them from coming at you. So there's times to where I'm just spamming it. There's times where I'll specifically target one, but otherwise I will spam it if I don't know where everything's coming from. And then just kind of stand inside whatever I've laid down. Now, I've got plenty of meat on me, and I've actually got the 4 meat that I need to go ahead and get in the dog. For those of y'all that haven't seen that video, I'll put a link to how to easily get the tier 3 dog. Now let's go ahead and clear out the stronghold. Depth perception comes in very handy here because it allows you to see through walls and possibly see where those cysts are at. Now, if you're wondering what scope and whatever, at the end of this, I'll go ahead and put up the weapon build that I've put together. And feel free to tweak it however you want. Here you'll see that I dropped down a bomb. I'm thinking that's going to save me, but it's actually the residual damage being pumped out by those thermite tips that ends up clearing the area. You'll see with the thermite tip bolts, closed tight spaces actually become your friend. Except when these little ankle biters run around. Stronghold is clear. Let's see what kind of goodies we got. Now, I'm fine with having a quick melee weapon there in my second slot, because it doesn't really affect my run speed. And if you haven't at least packed the crossbow to level 1, it can be pretty brutal to play with. So a good quick melee weapon can help out in that other slot. If you're wondering why I picked up a turret chip and threw away a symbol monkey, it's because that turret chip inside the red zone represents a downed mega abomination. All right, let's take a look at the weapon build. Before we go there, if any of this is you feel is helping you and in some way, feel free to like, subscribe, and just show your support to the channel, and it really helps me out a lot. Appreciate you. These are the mods that I put on the crossbow and my reasoning behind it. Carbon Elite, I wanted to increase movement speed and aim down sight speed. This is kind of a hybrid build, because there's times where you want to increase hip fire and all those good things, accuracy, whatever that goes along with hip fire, but there's also times where you need the aim down sight speed. The aim down sight speed is really going to come into mind because of the elites that you come across. Your mimics. Well, mimics will run up in your face, but your disciples like to do their damage at range, sending out minions at you. So in order to be able to hit them, you really do need to aim down sight on them, as well as the manglers. So here, the Carbon Elite V3 to me seemed to be the best. I didn't want to end up dinging my range damage or my bolt velocity too much over here, so I went with the Carbon Elite V3. The pineapple underbarrel is really to help out with more of a hip fire build. I use it on my Bryson 890, and I really like it on that, so I wanted to try it here, and it's worked out well for me. Here's the key to the whole thing: the Bright Blaze 20-inch bolts. These are the ones that are thermite tipped. You've got explosive tips and you've got tear gas cartridges. The thermite tip is what you need that really melts these elites and armored opponents. You're going to run the napalm ammo mod as well. That gives you a lot of extra kick. 16-inch for bolt accuracy and recoil control. I didn't really need velocity, and I don't want to down the bolt accuracy or the recoil control, so I'm going with the bolt accuracy and the recoil control. Now, this is my personal favorite, the SZ Hollow Therm. You will have seen it in the video. The good thing about the Hollow Therm is that you can see through smoke. You can easily target things, and if you have something like reinforcements coming in by a chopper, you know that they drop smoke. Well, use that and you'll be able to see through the smoke and see the targets very easily. Okay, that's what I've got. I'm not saying I'm the end-all be-all guru of weapon builds. I'm telling you what's worked for me. Feel free to experiment yourself and see what works for you. Otherwise, hey, throw me a subscribe, like, anything like that nature, and I'd appreciate it. And I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks.